Welcome everyone to the final round of the Epic Cards in Game Saturday Night Local. Here we have Elfnote on the left versus my boy Luke on the right on Branded, and this is the final round. This is actually the fourth round, and let me explain why. Okay, so in this tournament I decided to play Lunalight so that I can learn Lunalight. And wouldn't you know it, I thought I learned Lunalight pretty well by the fourth round. I finished 3-1, but my real record should have been 0-4. I was hella cheating. It was only with one card. Everything else, I know I got down to the T. The card that I was cheating with, though, it was Yellow Martin. I thought Yellow Martin was broken as heck because I thought it could summon itself from the graveyard multiple times. Turns out that is a hard once per turn effect. Oops. So yeah, I will not be uploading that video, as funny as it would be, because I don't want to put any disingenuous content over there. And then me commentating over it, I'm just going to be, dogging on myself for, cheating so much. Good lord. No one caught it, but I guess that worked to my benefit. But I do not like to promote that type of stuff. So apologies to all of my opponents. I will do better next time. So here we see that the opponent started off with Lucina. This has to be the best card to go for, right? That got him the Power Patron, and then he synchroed into the Shooting Star Dragon, which dumped a copy of, I believe this one is Tinia. And on the field, he was able to grab Fortuna with the effect of the Power Patron. Let me see. Yeah, it was able to add him the Fortuna here. And that ends up grabbing him, not really grabbing, I think it places the trap, which is Rhapsodia of Madness. While you control a monster in the main monster zone, your opponent monsters cannot attack except that monster. And we'll go over its other effect if it is relevant. Here we do see him pass though, because he had to play against a Mulchummy Fualos. And here Luke is going to go ahead and activate Branded in High Spirits. And honestly, I didn't think that this card was super insane back then. Nowadays, you just can't really play the deck without it. And it looks like the Shooting Star Dragon is going to go ahead and use its effect to quick synchro summon. At least that's what it seemed to me. I know it modified its level based on the amount that he sent, but it looks like he took that back. Now that I think about it, is Tinia a tuner? Or can it just send any monster? I think it can send any monster. Anyways, here we see the Fallen of Albaz dumped the Albion to go ahead and search here, which I believe was the Fallen in the White Dragon. And then here we see Fallen in the Virtuous to pop the Shooting Star Dragon. Chainlink, whatever this is going to be the trap card, which can send a monster from hand or field to the graveyard, then target an elf node in the grave with a different original attribute to special summon it. Then if you control a synchro monster, you can imperm something. Basically it's imperm. It negates a face-up card in the field. So this Shooting Star Dragon is not going anywhere, but that's okay. Luke got his value off of it, sending Titaniclad, and that is a lot more than you can really say, because the Branded deck just has so much to do in the grave in the end phase that it's never really over until you beat all of those interruptions. And here Fallen of the White on resolution is going to go ahead and attempt to special summon itself, sending Rinbrum to the graveyard. And here we are going to see him synchro summon out the Elfnote Seraphim, Strelitzia. On resolution, Chainlink 1 is probably going to be Fallen. Chainlink 2 is going to be the Synchro, which is going to quick effect special summon a level 6 or lower Elfnote monster from the hand or grave, and then reduce the levels of all level 4 or higher monsters on the field by 3. Okay. So now we see the Klesia be summoned, and now we're going to see the Tinia activate its effect here. Let's see. During the opponent's turn, you can switch location to this card, or maybe not. Now, maybe it looks like this is in response. During your opponent's turn, you can switch the location of this card in your main monster zone and one monster in your main monster zone. Then you can banish one face-up random card from your opponent's hand until the end phase. I don't think he's going to do this yet, but we're going to see what happens. So Luke is going to activate the Branded opening here, discarding the loss, weirdly enough. and then summoning the Aliber, and then that's gonna banish. Oh, I see. So it is in response, and that banished the Branded in red. And now from here, Aliber is going to go ahead and search for a branded card, I believe. Does Strelitzia get to do anything? You can special. No, it doesn't. Okay. So it looks like the Aliber is going to resolve, and yeah, that grabs Branded Fusion. Branded Fusion is now going to be activated. No Ash Blossom from the opponent, so guess what? This is going to fusion summon a... Well, can it be Lubellion? No, right? It would probably have to be not White Albion, but Albion, the Branded Dragon, in order to synchro... Wow, I'm saying synchro. In order to fusion summon out a Mirror Jade, right? At least that would be my best guess. You can always banish itself because you already have one in the graveyard. But honestly, not hating. So he sends Lubellion here, which does confirm that he can summon the Albion. And I think in the previous video I said that Luke could have summoned Albion using the Dark for the Aliber. But no, Aliber is a light. It phased out my mind, and I will put a response in the comments down below. Anyways, on the effect of Albion to fusion summon, he will get stopped by a Ash Blossom, and from here we're gonna see Albion attack over the Tenia because he's forced to since it was in the main monster zone. But nothing else can attack over this Synchro monster here, which has 3,000 defense. Good lord. And he is also locked into fusions, but honestly, this is fine. Luke has a lot of gas here. So, end phase, grab back Branded in red. Now we're going to summon Titanaclad. It's going to be Quem, right? Quem probably dump Cartesia. Maybe? No, it wouldn't be anything else, right? Yeah, so it's going to be Cartesia, so he can add it back here. Cartesia is going to resolve, and then Albion's going to activate to grab a branded Speller Trap and either set it or add it to his hand. Since he already activated the Fallen and the Virtuous, either he sets that or maybe he sets Retribution, and it will be Retribution. Or he adds it in hand. Okay. Maybe he has a plan with that. Branded in red is now going to be activated, targeting the Fallen of the White and Aluber to fusion summon out into, what, Lubellion? Ah, there we go. And then he gets to discard that Retribution to go ahead and fusion summon a Mirror Jade here if he wants. Chainlink 2 Quem to reborn the Fallen of Albaz. Okay, so we're gonna see that resolved for a dragon that devours the Dogma. No, maybe not. No, it's just gonna be Mirror Jade. Okay. I guess he isn't gonna activate the Albaz. Right? I mean, what do you make? The Elfnote monster is a plant and a fire. So it's not like you can utilize it to make anything at the current moment. Dragon Plant, though, they should make a fusion for that because of the Black Rose archetype. No? Right? I mean, I think that would be fire. And now here we're going to see Alba Letnes be sent to the graveyard for the Mirror Jade so that he can go ahead and banish the Synchro monster on the field. And now we're going to see Alba Letnes grab probably Branded Fusion, yeah, for follow-up. I mean, I'm telling you, this deck just does not ever lose gas, right? Like, you have to stop their first play sometimes and, like, just really hope that that's enough. So now, we're going to see Elfnote player draw for turn. I wonder if this deck... Nah, there's no way they would play Fallen of the White Dragon, right? Nah, that probably wouldn't make sense. It is funny, though, that Branded essentially got their own X Ryzeal, right? I know it's not an inherent summon, but still. Okay, so it looks like we're taking a deeper peek into the opponent's deck as he is playing the Fiendsmith engine, but... you know, looking at Luke's board right now, it doesn't seem like there's much that he can do here. Requiem is going to be linked and then immediately tributed to summon out a La Crema to dump the Engraver here. Yeah, Luke needs to make space on his board if he really wants to do something with this. Because the Quem cannot reborn, he has OG Albaz on the field, which means the Ecclesia cannot tribute to special summon it from the deck. Perhaps it was better for him not to summon the Fallen of Albaz in the end phase of the Quem effect, right? Yeah. Here now he makes Necroquip, and then discards the Engraver to search for a Tract here, which is going to allow him to draw here on Resolution. So, adds card from the top. And now, is this going to be enough, though? The real question is, can the Elfnote Fiendsmith deck do enough to break this board and win? I would argue that the answer is no. Because I don't know how much more gas he has. I mean, he has Medius, though. That is a lot. And it looks like an Elfnote monster in hand. Oh, Lucina? Well, there we go. He gets to get the dice rolling again. On summon, he's going to go and add a Elfnote monster from deck to the hand, which is going to be Tenia. Also, forget what I said. It's not on summon. This is a hard activated effect. And now he links into the sequence. He has plenty of fiends there. He can essentially fusion whatever he wants. Was he not able to do this? Let's see. You can only special summon once per turn this way. Is he locked out of being able to do this? Well, it looks like he's gonna go Engraver here. Oh, I see. The Necroquip is a Dark Fiend, not a Light Fiend. Duh. How could I forget that? Now from here, now he makes the sequence after summoning the Engraver and then using it to link. And now, let's see, Engraver, La Crema, Requiem. If he wants to make Desiree, he has to put back a lot of monsters. Maybe it's double Engraver plus Requiem and then keep the La Crema for like the potential Agnumde follow-up, right? But I think he's a little pressed for options, so looks like he will do that. And now he's going to fusion summon out La Crema. Oh, okay, so only put back one. La Crema, and then summon back Engraver. He has his middle zone open, so the Lucina or Tenia is able to special summon itself here. But it looks like instead he's going to fusion summon using Tract. Which honestly, well, I was going to say this is going to work out. But looks like he's just going to link instead with Necroquip and the sequence into the Agnumde. Now, he is going to go ahead and fusion summon using all three bodies to go for Desiree, right? Yeah. The thing is that the Agnumde doesn't get to equip itself from the graveyard, right? No, it has to be on field and reborn a monster to do so. So I'm interested to know why he did this line of play. Well, from here, he summons Tenia, which places the continuous spell. This one is Welcome Home. You can... Okay, so it cannot be destroyed by card effects if they're in the middle monster zone. Send a monster from hand or field to the graveyard. Special summon an Elfnote with a different original attribute from your deck in defense position. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except for synchro monsters. So, I don't think he was locked at all as of yet, right? Yeah, nothing here locked him. So, now that he discards the Medius, we're going to see him special summon out. Looks like Lucina. Now he sends to the grave to negate a monster, or is this going to do something else? Special summons the Power Patron. Oh, I see, because it's considered an Elfnote. Now he gets to make another Strelitzia. And the Power Patron should search him for a card, right? The Strelitzia is also going to bring back an Elfnote. I believe that was Tenia. He's reading Agnumde here, but he's not able to equip it. So he's going to equip the sequence into the Desiree. And the middle monster column means that Strelitzia is at 3k. But again, this is kind of underwhelming. At least he has an interruption for next turn. But like, does this matter? Odds are probably not. But we'll see what happens here. So... we're going to go ahead and probably see him. Well, if you attack over the Albion, he gets follow-up in the end phase. Maybe you run over the Quem, but he's going to run over the Fallen instead. It is at 3k, so Luke's going to take 12 from this battle. Now we're going to see Desiree, which is at 29, right? Yeah, so, no, maybe 28. I would say that he should have attacked over the Quem first, but this is okay. So Ecclesia gets beat over, and Quem is going to get beat over by the Tenia here. Tenia has what? 2400 attack? Not bad. Okay. Thing is, though, is that he will at least get... Wait, does he even get follow-up here? No, I guess not. There was no fusion sent to the graveyard. But we do know Cartesia in hand, which is going to be big no matter what. And yeah, now he's going to pass over to Luke's turn. Now, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Mirror Jade should be live on the next turn. No, he can't do Ecclesia add back. And he could Rinbrum, special summon back here. All it gets him is an Ecclesia back though, so looks like he does find it rewarding to do so. Honestly, good on the opponent for not hitting OG Albaz, because that could have potentially ruined his day. On summon, the Fallen is going to attempt to summon back Ecclesia, but it's not going to work out because of Desiree. Now he adds Fallen and the Virtuous here, and I assume this is a pass. It looks like it. Luke reading the card here really quick. Right now, the Elfnote opponent has 3 face-up card negates, however, 2 are tied to the Desiree's 1 effect, right? So, nothing too crazy. Okay, so now Dogma, the Dragon that Devours, is going to be discarded? No, I'm sorry, sent to the graveyard, but why? Oh, Mirror Jade, duh. Okay, completely forgot about that. This does warrant a response, no? I mean, yeah, he's gonna go Trap card here. Fallen in the Virtuous probably gets Chain at this point in time to go ahead and pop it. But no, he does let it resolve. Okay, so then the Trap is going to negate the Mirror Jade after summoning out Lucina. What else? What else? Cartesia effect is special. Yeah. Looks like this is, I mean... Cartesia is really hard to react to, right? Like, you can't really stop this summon, but he is going to go ahead and attempt to summon back the Power Patron, maybe? No. It will be Tenia, and then all of the monsters on the field are going to lose, what, 4 levels or 3? No, 3 levels. Okay. Okay. Does he have a way to quick Synchro, though? Is that, like, the plan? No, it looks like he's just gonna use this to rip cards out of Luke's hand, and then Lucina does what? Then you can return to level 6 or lower. Ah, okay. So he has a bit of interruption. I'm not gonna lie. Banishes the Fallen and the Virtuous. Luke taking no chances here. Activate effective fuse. I mean, I guess you negate this, right? Oh, Valor. There we go. Luke is still not out of the game though. He's still able to grind. Cartesia and Albaz, you know, that would make a level 8 Synchro, but he might go for the Branded Fusion, right? Maybe? Perhaps? Indubitably? Oh, okay. Aliber. That helps out a lot. What will he grab, though? Maybe opening? No, just another Fallen and the Virtuous. Okay. That hasn't been used yet, so he will be able to activate it on this turn. He's looking through the extra. Activate Branded Fusion. Chain Desiree. Chain Fallen in the Virtuous. I mean, yeah, you could have seen this a mile away, right? But at this point, he cannot stop this. So now Luke is going to use Fallen plus the Cartesia to go ahead and fusion summon a essentially an Albaz fusion to make the Sanctifier. So, I mean, 3,000 beat sticks. They go hard, man. They go real hard. And now he dumped the Ecclesia so that he can go ahead and, you know, recycle some of his fusions. After all, he's in a dying need to do so. That's going to put back the Dragon that Devours and the Ecclesia. And then if he gets to use Albaz to fusion summon, he's going to be in a very good spot because the Dragon is going to be able to shuffle back more cards later. The question is, what does he send back to the deck? And it looks like the answer is going to be that Desiree. It's no longer equipped to sequence, so it can be targeted. And yeah, I mean, no more responses from Homie here, so that is gone. And now, let's see. Overall, I'm liking this gameplay a lot. Luke is playing this very well. Tributes the Albion for Lubellion. Lubellion can not place Law since he lost it, but again, he is forced to attack over the Tenia. So Tenia is dead. And then Sanctifier. Right? Oh, maybe he wants to activate La Crema to summon out the Agnumde? And the answer is going to be yes. So, what is he equipping to, though? Because he only has... Well, he has La Crema, right? Yeah, La Crema can work. So, La Crema summon, equipped over the Desiree, and since it's in the middle column, Luke is forced to attack it. And not only does his attack value go up 18 plus, all of the opponent's monsters on Luke's side, well, all of the monsters on Luke's side are going to lose an additional 600 attack. Okay. I like this. Both of these players are grinding. Who says Yu-Gi-Oh is over in turn 1? That's enough said. So now he has Brandon and High Spirits. He adds Ecclesia. He adds something off of the Albion here. He could also add Cartesia back. Oh yeah, that goes back to his hand in the end phase off of the Tenia. Now he sets a Fallen in the Virtuous here so that he can use it next turn. And he has Sanctifier, which can summon back Albaz next turn and, you know, fuse into the Dragon, which could be really impactful here next turn. And now pass. So Cartesia gets added back as well. You know, just thought I'd throw that in. Again, we have a deck that has unlimited resources versus a deck that has limited resources. Although you could say Fiendsmith is a forever engine. You almost don't lose any. But, I mean, the clock is ticking. It is very hard to really try to keep up with Branded's follow-up in comparison to the Fiendsmith follow-up. But here, we're going to see Sequence be targeted by the La Crema in order to equip it. But I think one Sanctifier and it's game over. Yeah. I actually don't see a way out for the Elfnote duelist. But looks like Medius is going to send a monster to the graveyard to add itself back to the hand. No, it's special summons. Yeah, special summons. See, I knew that. Shuffle back the Droll. Special summon out the Medius. Medius can now summon a Power Patron if he wants to. But, yeah, Mirror Jade got negated. So, it will be able to utilize that effect this turn. At least I'm sure it is. Because you negated the effect while it was face up. So, send the Lubellion. Man, that's crazy. He still has enough gas to even use Mirror Jade effect. And it doesn't target, so the La Crema could go for life or the Medius. I don't think the Medius would be the right hit, though. Right? I don't think so, at the very least. Chain the Trap to negate. Chain Fallen in the Virtuous to destroy the trap card, thus not allowing it to resolve here. Yeah, I mean, that is strong. So Luke is just piecing up this board piece by piece. I know it sounds like I'm glazing, and the truth of the matter is I am. He's just playing this very well. Anytime I see Luke on Branded, I mean, can he do any wrong? It looks like the answer is no. Is there better Branded players? I think probably yes. I think Nightfall definitely is better. But I only see him on DB, you know? It's a lot different playing DB than playing IRL. So now we're going to see the Engraver attempt to activate the effect, but he has no Fiends. So activate the Tract, add Lurie, discard Lurie. Will he summon it, though, is the real question. Potentially not. But again, what does he do against the Albion? Well, I guess one thing that he could do at this point is Synchro Summon for Chaos Angel, but it looks like he's going to at least go through the Fiendsmith sequence before he goes ahead and commits to it. So, summon that Engraver. Yeah, Synchro into Chaos Angel. Chaos Angel can go ahead and target and banish. Fortunately, you cannot target the Albion, but that's going to be a card that you're going to have to deal with, unfortunately. But it is made with a light and a dark, right? Or is Medius a light? I think Medius is a light. Hold on. Oh no, it is a real Chaos Angel, a super real Chaos Angel. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to banish the Mirror Jade. That's going to blow up your field. Yeah, I guess Lubellion might be the better option out of the two. And now battle. We're going to see him attack into the Albion. Luke's going to go ahead and chain. Well, I said Albion. I meant Aliber. Chain Link 2. Special summon out 2 bodies. One of them being Fallen. And because he has a monster that can be affected, yeah, 2 bodies is going to make the Dragon that Devours the Dogma. So, Chainlink 1 would be La Crema if he wants to trigger it. Chainlink 2 would be the Dragon to go ahead and shuffle back some cards. So, shuffle back, I believe that was Sequence to deal 12. Luke is going to go ahead and shuffle back a few cards. He doesn't have to worry about the Fiendsmith stuff at this point, so I argue that maybe it's Agnumde. Yeah, Agnumde, and I think one of his fusions, honestly. Or maybe he ignores the Agnumde altogether. Okay. So it's going to be a spell card that was banished, plus the Rinbrum. And now from here, I mean, he has a Towers. And this Towers is going to trade well with the Chaos Angel because it's at 3,500. So continue the attack over the Aliber. And I think he passes here. Yeah, I mean, he cannot beat the branded follow-up. So we will be here in game number 2. Wow, wow, wow. What a long game 1. Honestly, I wonder what the game could have looked like if Luke didn't have the Fuwalos. But here, we're going to see Lucina be special summon. And this Lucina will go ahead and resolve, grabbing its Power Patron here. From here, he's going to go ahead and normal summon the Power Patron, right? And then, yeah, from there, he's going to go a Synchro for the Lucrezia. That's what I'm going to call it. Or, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he made it at level 10. Ah, it was the Fabled monster. And that's going to allow him to get into the Fiendsmith sequence. But the sequence is ended because of the Ash Blossom. Oh, or maybe not. I spoke too soon. And no Ghost Buff from Luke. So he will be able to summon out La Crema to dump Engraver. And continue his plays from here. So, okay. Honestly, not too shabby. I do hate Called by the Grave, I'll admit, but I also hate Ash Blossom sometimes. In this case, I don't hate Ash Blossom, but like, you know, for the most part, I do. I can like. Now that does suck though, because he had to use Called by when he had an Ash in hand. See, this is why I don't like Called by. Like, it's like it can be good, it can also be really bad. Whatever. Now, from here, we're gonna go ahead and see an early Engraver. But you have to be worried about, like, Bestials, no? It looks like Luke does let that go, though. And this will net him a Link summon, unless he wishes to use the Requiem right now. Requiem effect to equip. Nothing here. So this is going to allow him to fusion summon into the Necroquip. Does he have another Engraver? Answer is no. So from here we are going to see the sequence. A Caesar is really strong against Branded, but Fallen in the Virtuous kind of negates that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Decks are so strong now. Anyways, here we're going to see him fusion summon out, putting back the La Crema plus the Requiem to make Lacrima, the fusion monster. Chainlink 1 to summon or add back to the hand. Chainlink 2, Saronir. Now, I am curious. Does Lacrima have to care about where it is? Oh, yeah, it has to target first. Well, it lost its target with the Engraver being banished now. Now, from here, special summon out the Tenia. I think Tenia grabs the spell. And it will. It's going to grab the... That is Welcome Home. And then from here, sending Tenia to the graveyard to special summon an Elfnote with a different original attribute, which is going to be... this one is Fortuna. And then Fortuna ends up placing the trap, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. At least he didn't draw the bricks. That's the good news. Thing is, though, is let's see, switch to return and face the spell or trap. This is one of the weaker interruptions, I'll admit. I cannot wait for this deck to get its support. I'm hoping that it actually becomes good. It does seem to be performing well in the OCG, especially when they have the new hand trap. Like, oh my god. I can't wait. I'm going to be playing Cool Tune personally, but Elfnote might be a deck that I invest to in the near future. Who knows? Okay. Yeah, looks like he's going for Agnumde. Kind of like a silly Agnumde, but it's better than nothing, honestly. Oh, or maybe not. So here you would have to commit to the play. But this is a local tournament setting, so I'm not going to go ahead and, you know, enforce any rules here. At least not personally, especially after I cheated in this tournament. Like, you know, all I'm saying is, again, forgive me, my fellow duelists. I did not mean to do so. So now we're going to go ahead, see him resummon out the Power Patron, which is going to summon out the level 7 this time to reborn back a monster. And then Chainlink 2 to shuffle back and burn, right? No? Okay. Looks like he... Oh, there we go. Now he activates the effect. Summon out Tina and then pass. Now I can only assume that Tina is going to activate immediately, right? Or is this also just in the main phase? Nope, this is just a quick effect on the opponent's turn. Chain Brand at opening. He cannot use Ash, unfortunately. I mean, he can. It would just be negated by the called by. So, I mean, he kind of just has to let that go. And because this is draw phase... Oh, no, brother. No. It is negated. What? No shot. Luke forgot? Oh my god. I am sick to my stomach. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh no. This shouldn't have happened. And now he passes? Oh my god. Luke, it was negated by called by you. Okay. Well, we can't really do anything about that now, can we? We're gonna just see him pass, and then from here, this is one of the Etherealized cards, right? What's this one? I guess that grabs him Immedius to Pure. I'll ignore it for... Oh, no. Yeah, just Etherealize. Send Immedius to the graveyard. And just like that, Luke scoops? Oh my god, terrible game 2. We'll be back in game 3. Alright, well, we go to a game 3, albeit unnecessarily so, but I am not mad to commentate over more Yu-Gi-Oh! Looks like here he started with Quem, though. I could be wrong. Let's see what ends up happening, because the glare is just so bad. I apologize, y'all. He does send Cortesia, though, which makes me believe it is a Quem, and unfortunately, he sets and passes. Well, that sucks. Well, let's see. Oh my god, I mean, he's drawing Lucina. I mean, you're playing 3, right? So you have to. Here's the Ash. Is there a call by again? And the answer is no. But he does have the Power Patron already, which means he is all set. So it looks like he's going to modify the levels here. And that is going to go for the Fabled Le something. However, this does allow Luke to go Chainlink 2, special summon out the Quem. If I was the Elfnote opponent, I would have gone ahead and, you know, attacked over the Quem first. But maybe that's a set Fallen into Virtuous, right? Who knows? From here, we're going to go ahead and see him add the Tenia off of the Lucina, no, the Power Patron. And now we're going to go and see the Fabled monster. Let's read his effects, shall we? Once per turn during the main phase, you contribute any number of Fabled monsters, and if you do, take control of that many face-up monsters your opponent controls, but their effects are negated. So even if Luke fusions here, he's still going to lose the monster. Wait, what? Take control of that many face-up monsters your opponent controls, but their effects are negated. Would Cartesia not be negated here? Let me see. Once returning to the main phase, you can target a tribute, and if you do, take control of that many face-up monster your opponent controls, but their effects are negated. I am curious as to whether that does or doesn't negate the Cartesia. I'm almost certain it does, but I'll verify it and put it down in the comment section down below. And then, yeah, we're going to see him discard for the tract. Now activate the tract, discard for Lurie. Lurie special summon. No Sanctifier effect yet. Now we're going to see him make the Requiem. Quick effect, tribute to special summon out La Crema. La Crema to dump another copy of the Requiem. You know, we've seen people play the Fiendsmith engine for a long time. Are people still playing, you know, the trap card? What was it again? In Paradise? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. From here now, Luke will go ahead and activate the Sanctifier to summon out Albaz plus Ash. And now we're going to see Mirror Jade be made with the sequence here and Albaz. So this really bad turn for Luke ended up becoming a really good turn. Although, I will still say, I'm unsure about that Cortesia effect. From here, I mean, we're going to see him shuffle back sequence, special summon out Engraver. He can equip the Requiem, but that would kind of do nothing at this point. And now we're going to see Mirror Jade banish the Requiem by sending the Albion to the graveyard. And, I mean, this is as good as game as I know it. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason why this, I'm so confused. How did he fusion summon? Because if you did that sequence, let me see. Chainlink 1 to take, Chainlink 2 to fuse, and then you would fuse first, and then you would take. But if you did that Chainlink 1, the Fable is not a... No, it is a quick effect, and then he takes... I don't know, whatever. End phase, add back Cartesia, and now we're going to Albion to search, or maybe he already did. I was just thinking. Okay. How will Luke close out the game? Activate Branded Fusion. Response? The answer is no, sirree. So we're going to go ahead and dump what? Fallen of the White Dragon, and... what else? Tragedy. Oh yeah, a lot of follow-ups. So even if you get Drolled, you're still gonna be good. Chainlink 1 to fusion summon. Chainlink 2 to oh man to go ahead and negate. Chainlink 3 Forbidden Droplet. Chainlink 4 Imperm, which doesn't really matter here. And now we are gonna shuffle back some cards because that is the end of the duel. So thank you guys for watching this. This last game here, the last two games were kind of shoddy, but. Hey, what can I say? At the very least, the game 1 was really good. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you guys are in the DFW and you want to participate in tournaments just like this, please head on over to Epic Cards and Games on what? Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday nights at 7 p.m. And also, if you're in the DFW area, Meta TCG, which is partnered with Epik, is going to start doing Tuesday night locals over there. So please head on over there on Tuesday nights and let them know RGB Fox sent you. And you won't get anything special, but at least you'll be in a very good environment for Yu-Gi-Oh! Thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day. Peace.